Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
Welcome back to Royal Reborn World. Today I'm taking you along on another part of my reborning journey with Willow-Ivy. This video is a very special one because I'm transforming Willow-Ivy from a closed-eyed silicone baby into a beautiful peeping-eyed baby. This was one of the most intimidating changes I've ever made to a silicone baby, but it was also something I really wanted to learn and experience as an artist. Before I even started painting Willow-Ivy, I knew I wanted her to have that sweet, realistic peeping eye look. The eye opening process actually happened before I painted her, and today I'm finally sharing the journey behind it. The first thing I needed to do was remove her manufactured rooted eyelashes. At first I was nervous because these lashes were already attached and I didn't want to damage the silicone around the eye area. I used my tweezer kit and carefully removed each lash one by one. You can see in these close-ups just how tiny these lashes are and how much patience this process takes. It's definitely not something you want to rush. Each little lash that comes out gets me one step closer to creating the look I imagined for Willow-Ivy. This is one thing I've learned throughout my reborning journey. The smallest details can make the biggest difference. Whether it's painting, rooting hair, adding details, or making changes like this, patience is everything. This is off topic, but y'all, please excuse my nails. I was working on these babies, and I just haven't had time to fix my nails yet. I do nails, by the way. But let's get back to the video. I couldn't reach those lashes in the corner, so I was showing that I changed my tweezers so that I could reach those lashes. Now it's time to clean off the lashes on her face. After carefully removing her lashes, it was finally time for the part that had me the most nervous: opening her eyes. I purchased my X-Acto knife from Amazon and it came with extra blades. Having a sharp, fresh blade is so important when working with silicone. One of the most important things I learned was to make sure your blade is brand new and never previously used. I'm not going to lie, I was scared, y'all. This was a new experience for me. As I was working on her eyes, I quickly learned something very important about working with silicone. You have to respect the material. This was something I learned through experience. You can actually see right here where I made a mistake. I started gliding the blade instead of using the sharp point properly, and it caused a small area of the silicone to rip. At that moment, my heart sank. But instead of me panicking, I reminded myself that mistakes happen. The goal isn't perfection on the first try. The goal is learning how to fix, improve, and keep moving forward. One thing I realized during this process was that the sharpest point of the blade needs to do the work. You don't want to glide across the silicone because that can cause the silicone to stretch, pull, or tear instead of giving you a clean cut. I adjusted my technique and started being much more intentional. I used light pressure and allowed the blade to slowly work instead of forcing it. I followed the natural line of the eye, carefully creating the opening while paying attention to the shape and placement. This part requires a lot of patience because every small change affects the final expression of the baby. The eyes are one of the first things people notice, and they bring so much personality to a silicone baby. I watched a YouTube video by Doris Moores on how to open a closed-eyed baby, and her video gave me the confidence and information I needed to attempt this transformation. I also found her video about properly opening the mouth, but unfortunately, I had already opened Willow-Ivy's mouth before I saw that video. Looking back, I definitely wish I had waited and watched it first because I would have approached it differently. But that's also part of being an artist, learning, making mistakes, fixing them, and continuing to grow. Thankfully, I was able to correct what I needed to, and Willow-Ivy's mouth turned out beautifully. There is always that little voice in your head asking, what if I mess up? But I reminded myself that every artist starts somewhere. Every skill comes from learning, practicing, and pushing through those moments where you feel unsure. Once the opening started taking shape, the next step was creating the eyelids. This was the part where Willow-Ivy's personality really started coming alive. When creating an eyelid on a silicone baby, the goal is to create a natural transition around the eye so it doesn't look like just an opening cut into the silicone. The eyelid needs to flow with the baby's facial features. I focused on creating soft, realistic shaping around the eye area and following the natural anatomy of a baby's eyelid. This is where being patient matters so much. You're not just cutting a silicone, you're sculpting an expression. A tiny adjustment can change whether the baby looks sleepy, peaceful, curious, or awake. As I worked, I kept checking the shape and making sure Willow-Ivy still looked like herself. That's one of the most amazing parts about reborning. These babies start as blank canvases, and slowly through every decision you make, their personality appears. If you've made it this far in this video, type the word royal and 3 purple hearts in the comments, though I know it's real. I hope you enjoyed every minute of this video. If you did, please give it a like, share it to help me reach more people, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future videos. Thank you so much for your support. It truly means the world to me. Now back to the video. With this part of the video, I'm carving the top and bottom lid, so I'm going to speed up the video for you. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far, and I will come back later. One thing I want people to see from this video is that not everything goes perfectly behind the scenes. Sometimes you make mistakes, and sometimes you have moments where you question yourself. But those moments are where growth happens. When I noticed the small tear from my earlier mistake, I didn't give up. I worked on correcting it and blending everything back together. Being a beginner artist, you're constantly learning. I've taught myself so many things through videos, research, trial and error, and just having the courage to try. From painting silicone, learning to root hair, creating details, and now opening eyes, every project teaches me something new. Willow-Ivy has truly been a huge learning experience for me. Looking back at this process, I'm so proud that I pushed past the fear and gave myself the opportunity to learn something new. After creating the eyelid shape, it was time to remove the silicone from the middle area of the eye opening. This was another moment where I had to slow down and remind myself not to rush. Working on silicone requires a gentle touch. I took my time and carefully worked on opening the area while constantly checking my progress. The goal was to create enough space for the peeping eyes while maintaining the softness and realism of Willow-Ivy's face. Every time I looked at her, I could imagine the finished baby I had pictured from the beginning. Even though I was nervous, I was also excited because I knew I was learning a new skill. That's what this journey has been about for me: learning, growing, and challenging myself. When I first started, I was so nervous holding that blade, wondering if I was making the right choice. But now seeing Willow-Ivy come together, I'm reminded why I love this art. Every baby has a journey, every artist has a learning curve, and every mistake can become part of the story. Thank you for following along with my Royal Reborn World journey and watching me transform Willow-Ivy into the baby I imagined. If you want to see more of Willow-Ivy's journey, my silicone reborning adventures, and the creations I make for the Reborn community, make sure to follow, subscribe, and join me as I continue learning and creating. Remember, creativity has no limits, and every masterpiece starts with the courage to try. Thank you for watching.